Welcome to Real Talk with Tim McGee. By now, I'm sure all of you've seen that horrific event on January 6, 2021 that's going to go down in history, and I love it. That's all I'm going to say. I love it, but then I don't love it. Part of the reason why I love it is because I'm happy that Republicans finally showed the world with people like myself and people who look like me and my complexion, and those who are also considered minorities, even though we're not that anymore. We proved that by this election, that we are no longer the minorities. But for the sake of argument, but they showed us what we already knew. We've known since our existence what they showed the world on the 6th. That they are all entitled motherfuckers, that their number one policy is white supremacy. I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. I mean, this is supposed to be the party of Lincoln, you know? This is supposed to be the party of conservatism. You know, this is supposed to be the party that's law and order. That day, they had no regards for the law. They had no regards for the Constitution. They had no regards for their party. They had no regards for their party members. So all of the policies that the Republican Party stands on was thrown out the window that day. Only one policy mattered that day. Listen to what I'm telling you. One policy. And this has been their policy since they brought the first black person in 1619 to America. That same policy is what got them to be the nation they are today, on the backs of minorities like myself and my ancestors. So their policy is white supremacy. That's what that was about. That's what those thousands of crazy racist people that we black people, minorities, we run into them every day at work, at school. You seen it. You seen the videos. You seen them. You see all the rest people. You got doctors, lawyers. You got firefighters. You got multiple police officers. You got pilots. You got the woman who got killed that was a pilot that drove a pilot for jets. You had you had congressmen, representatives. So you had what we call as the people who work America, operate America. These are the people who are in your jury. These are the people who are showing up to your house at 911 calls. These are the people who are showing up when you get injured, you need medical advice. These are the ones coming up with that same opinion about you. That white supremacists that they already let you know what they don't like. I ain't got to go do a whole 4-year history, even 5-year history if you count the year when Donald Trump was running for election. If you count those years too, we seen 5 years of what their plan was and how they was gonna play. They was letting you know when Donald Trump said, "Make America great again," he was basically telling an old dog whistle, let's make it hate again. Let's make it great again. When was America ever great? And the only thing he's talking about is when it was all white, when white ran everything. And that wasn't a good time for a whole lot of people. And so they feel that the only way the Capitol just revealed what we already said, that white people making things up and the cameras and calling the police on us for nothing. They're racist. Oh, that's not true. Racism's of the past. And now we just seen a whole mob on history. Even the world's going to see this. The heavens, the past, the future. Everybody's going to see what we've been knowing our whole life. They are who we always knew they were. And now they just show the rest of the world that they're entitled racist white supremacists. And so, like I said, from back to what I was saying, from 1619, we've known this type of people existed. This is what this country was built on. And the Republican Party tried to act like that wasn't so. And now they're so mad, especially after losing Georgia. Now they want to start a whole second civil war. The Republican Party will be known as a party that revived the second Civil War, the second Confederate following motherfuckers, because that's where they all hide out at. And the Republicans know it, because the ones that said we're not with that, oh, you endorse it because your sons and your daughters and your brothers and your sisters and aunts is part of it. So you know you're guilty by association, because none of you guys separated yourself from all the lunatic shit that was being said and done. You guys all, instead of for country first, y'all put y'all party first, even to the point willing to kill and sacrifice your own party if they didn't help y'all in this insurrection and this illusion at all. Y'all saying that, oh, the election was fraud. But had Trump won, nobody would have been arguing that, and y'all would have been saying, oh, fuck your feelings. Well, guess what I want to say to all you white supremacists that embarrass yourself and making yourself look fool for history, and proving the point to black people like myself that there is the extreme part of the Republican Party that are supremacists, and they work in everyday society in America. And people like me, an ex-former gang member who lived that life and seen these people in my life, in my troubled life, from when I changed my life and went straight and became an activist, and haven't been in trouble in almost 30 years and still running into the same problems. So it just goes to show that these racist people don't give a fuck about whether I was in gangs or whether I was a man that was activists or going straight. They just hate black cause, period. That's why they say shit like black lives don't matter. When why would you say somebody doesn't life doesn't matter simply because they said their life does matter? Because we're saying it as though you guys act like it doesn't matter. That's why our lives keep being shattered, systematically shattered. And so you want to say blue lives matter, but then yet you guys kill a police officer and fight and beat many more, and then you call certain police officers of the wrong color racist names. This is what we've known our whole life. So there was a bigger and deeper plan to this. This was all planned. They had covert operations going on. They stealing laptops. They were trying to steal the ballot boxes. It was basically a coup gone wrong. But that may have failed. But the alarming picture is that now America, Democrats, both white and black and Asian and Hispanic and every other race that is Democrat, now, and mostly minorities, especially blacks. Now we gotta watch our back, because these crazy ass motherfuckers, if they crazy enough to storm their ass up into the Capitol and know they ain't no big repercussions, and they still lost the White House, they ain't just go quietly go. Now they about to start forming these random acts to people all over the country. We're going to be hearing about these Trayvon Martin situation and the teenagers who got shot back in Florida because they didn't turn their music down. The crazy white man who got found guilty, killed one of them. You're going to have a lot of these crazy ass incidents, or Ahmaud Arbery. We're going to have a lot more of that shit now that Donald Trump crazy ass is up out of the office. So y'all better get ready, because we heard a whole herd of these psychotic racist supremacists screaming what their intentions was. Sometimes you got to take over by kill. So you better move. They were saying all type of stuff. They always talking about violence. And that's just what we got on camera. Not to mention the thousands of people that we didn't get on camera. That's a spirit. So I said on my Facebook page in the summertime, I said America is moving towards a civil war. And we just seen the beginning of that. And that is just, and I also said that black people better start getting their weapons, because there's going to be a racial war coming. Not because black people want it, but because racist ass people are ready to pop off. And most of those racist people are in the party of Trump. And we've seen them. So I just want to say that they are who we always knew they were. I'm just glad the rest of the world see it now. This Real Talk with Tim McGee. Until next time. So like and subscribe and support my video.